Point out a few things to the jury. Would you identify on this map just what roadways, what are the major roadways here that we're looking at?
Reynolds, Dillington, Susana Morales, and this one that I clearly put up. I think it is.
Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to speak up because you don't have a microphone, and my court reporter needs to make sure she gets down your testimony, okay?
Dillington Road, State Reynolds, and then Indian Trail. Those are the main roadways.
And can you point out to the jury where it is that Susana and your mother lived at the time?
It's right here.
Okay. And you're pointing there, and that's actually labeled in red as Susana Morales at home. Is that
Mr.
correct?
Delphont, I want to ask you to move back the juror right there. I just want to make sure that juror can see.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I know.
get this available for everybody here. All right. Can everybody see? Okay. Where in relation to the home, did you used to live in that same home?
Yes.
Okay, so your old home, where in relation to that is the apartment complex, the Sterling Glen apartment complex where Kelly lived at?
So I know there's, if I'm not wrong, this is the exit way, and then here's the entrance way. So all these apartments right here.
Okay, so this area right here on the map that's got labels for Kelly Pagoda home and Miles Bry home, that's the apartment complex?
Yes.
All right. A moment ago, you testified that you and your family started going around on the way she walked home.
Yes.
Looking at the way she walked home. Can you show the jury how she would have walked from, or how anybody would have walked from Sterling Glen Apartments back to your home, or your mother's home on Santa Ana Drive?
Yes. So we weren't sure which way she would have taken, but we did walk from the exit way because this is only a one-way entrance. So this is the only way in. But you can go out as well. This is an exit. So we walked all this right here. So we weren't sure if she left through here or she did the whole.
Okay. And just so I can be a little bit more descriptive here, this apartment complex, does it has a main entrance?
Yes, it has a main entrance.
All right, so can you enter and exit from that main entrance?
Yes.
All right, and where is that? Can you point out to the jury where that's located, the main entrance?
Mr. Delphont. Mr. Delphont.
Oh, you're doing that. Stand back here. At your corner. So that's on Indian Trail Road, that main entrance?
Yes.
All right, so there, you said there was another exit way. I think you said it was an exit only.
Yes.
And point out to the jury where that's at.
It's right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And you're pointing at, is that on Singleton Road?
Yes.
Okay. So you said that you weren't sure which way Susana would have taken home at the time. So did you, what areas did you walk to look for things?
We walked all this road right here. And there's a lot of grass. We did search, maybe we saw anything for personal belongings, and we did go into the apartments as well.
Okay. Now, you said you went into the apartments. When you got into the apartments, where did you go or what did you look for?
Everywhere we would ask anybody around if they seen her. We would just walk around, see if we could see anything. We weren't really sure what was going on, so we would just honestly look anywhere. Especially we had the food people. There's the food people. It's a restaurant. No, this is a grocery store. So we would always look there.
Okay. So at the apartment complex, is this the next morning or the next day that y'all are walking these areas?
It was that same day we walked.
Okay. How many folks do you think you spoke to in the apartment complex asking if they've seen anything?
I can't recall, but I know anybody that would have talked to us if we asked.
Okay. And sometimes it's helpful to give kind of a range or something, but you think it was more than 10 or more than 50?
More than 10.
More than 10, okay. Now, did you also, so you looked obviously, you pointed earlier at Singleton Road that you kind of walked down. Did you end up walking from like the Wingscape Village, the main entrance here on Indian Trail, up to Singleton in this area here?
I don't think we walked, but I know we drove.
Okay.
But we did my right here because I know that's where his last location came. So we did a walk all through it when we went into the forest to see if we saw any of the belongings as well.
Okay. Now this over here, and you pointed, and there's obviously labels on this already, but would you show the jury, when you received the Life 360 screenshots, what was what was it indicating about Susana's location?
That she could have been there, but it mostly indicated that her phone died there, and it indicated there that first there was a crash detection there.
Okay. And you say there. Can you point on the map to the jury where there is, where that crash alert thing? Okay.
There was two screenshots, I believe. One pinpoint right here, and one pinpoint more into, but I can't say for sure if it's accurate. But we did ask all those buildings right there. They had seen her.
Understood. So you and the buildings you're talking about here, there's a label for Oak Lock Trace. Is that the area you're talking about?
Yes.
All right. Now, you and your family also went and canvassed that area?
Yes.
Okay. And again, just best that you can remember, ballpark kind of, how many people did you speak to in that area?
Probably around 10 or more as well.
All right. And in talking to people at both locations, the Sterling Glen Apartments and here, did you receive any information from anybody, any leads as to where her location was? Okay. You also mentioned Food Depot, and I think you pointed out this building over here, and I'm going to get back out of the way, but this building over here, you mentioned that's a grocery store
Yes.
that's there on Singleton Road? Did you go there?
Yes, we went there. I think we put flyers all around this area. So all around the Food Depot, this is the Checkers, so we would go everywhere putting the flyers.
And did you go to all the businesses kind of up and down there looking for information?
Yes.
Did you ask them anything about video?
Yes, we did. That's where we got the camera footage at this place.
All right, and you're pointing at that place. What is that place?
It's an academy. I think it's a daycare and also for old people.
Okay, so
I don't know the right term.
so it's you think maybe a daycare, but they also want to take care of elderly people as well.
I think so,
Okay.
yes.
But that business,
Yes.
you obtained video footage from that business?
Yes.
All right. Were you able to obtain video footage from any other business other than that one? Did you attempt to? Did you try?
Yes, Checkers, we tried, but they said they needed law enforcement to go, so we did let the lieutenant at the time know. And a couple of these duplexes right here had Ring cameras. I believe one of these did, and then a duplex right here as well. And I remember one of the cameras here as well had houses had cameras, but they weren't home at the time, so I didn't even know, but they needed back home, so like weeks later.
Okay. And when you say weeks later, is that an issue as it relates to the footage?
It was, because I left the note, and it said that their camera stores.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to your saying.
I'm going to sustain that objection.
Okay. Let me ask a different one. Are you familiar with Ring?
Yes.
With those kind of devices? Are you familiar with any kind of, I use the term retention period, but what I mean is how long those devices keep and store video footage?
Your Honor, again, I'm going to object. There's no foundation that there is a definitive time frame or that it cannot be manipulated manually by the owner of the ringtone.
I hear, I think she's saying that this witness does not have the expertise, I believe, is what you're saying.
I'm not really sure what her objection is, Judge.
Okay.
But what I'm asking the witness is, in her personal experience, does she have any idea how long videos stay on the Ring camera? I think if she knows the answer to that, she can answer it. I mean, certainly if somebody saves it or does something different, that's maybe a different answer. That's not what I'm asking her. I'm
She
asking.
knows.
I do have a ring personally, but if I reply it wasn't a ring, it was just like a camera, like an outside camera.
Okay. All right. And so do you have any idea or knowledge about what kind of camera that was or service?
I'm not the brand, no, I don't.
Did you ever get any other video footage from anyone other than the one from Cupid? Okay. I have more questions for you, but I think that's all I have as it relates to this chart right now. So if you want to, you can have a seat back on the stand.